And now we move forward, Tracy, to the next segment, which is called Ask the Queen. So, over the past days, we asked the fans to send in their questions. And like I said earlier, we received a lot of questions from the fans. Some of them
Okay.
in-include ko na sa earlier discussion natin. And we picked three of the best questions to ask you live right now. So, the first question is from Love Crown, and she's asking, what is your comfort food?
Thank you, Love Crown. Comfort food, pizza, and ice cream. It has to really go together.
Uh-huh.
It's especially hard now that trying to control my cravings, but once in a while, I give myself the opportunity to just really enjoy my comfort food, especially when I'm really tired. Sometimes I order pizza at 12 midnight or even after midnight. So it really lifts my mood. So definitely
True.
pizza
Bakit
and ice.
bakit ang sarap kumain kapag past midnight, no?
Oh, that's I don't know why, but maybe because we know that it's not good for us.
True, true yan. Okay, the next one naman is from No One Is Above Me. What is your biggest fear?
My biggest fear is losing a loved one. It's my biggest fear because I've experienced it in the past and it was the worst day of my life. And I wouldn't want to experience that again. So, right now, with all my loved ones around me, all the remaining family members, my cousins, my titas and titos, I see to it that I tell them enough how grateful I am that they're taking care of me despite me not being their immediate family member, despite me not being their daughter, they are still treating me as if I am their own. So I'm just very, very grateful to them.
Hi Tracy, Sir Jojo is here. She's gonna say hi to you.
Hi,
Jojo
Sir
Pagani.
Jojo!
Hello!
Hi, Jojo.
Ganda. Sobrang ganda ni Miss Tracy. Very beautiful girl.
Hi,
Very
Sir
nice. Very
Jojo! Nice
genuine.
to meet
Musta? Eh, live pala
It's
to.
okay.
Sorry, sorry, sorry. Sorry, sorry, sorry. sorry.
Go lang.
Go lang daw.
Yan. Thank you, Sir Jojo Bargais.
Thank you, Sir Jojo.
Okay. And now the last question from the fans, Tracy, is from Judy Ann Cabillanes Kiban. What is your message to those who lost their jobs in the middle of the pandemic?
Thank you, Judy Ann. Your question is very timely. And I want to send a message to everyone who lost their jobs that please do not give up and please do not lose heart because it is just one of the many, many challenges that we will encounter in our lives. And please do not let this stop us from dreaming, from moving forward. Please do not let this instance hinder us from really working harder to achieving what we want to do in our lives. There are so many opportunities out there. If that door is closed for you at the moment, don't be afraid to knock harder. Don't be afraid to find other opportunities out there because the more we seek opportunity, the more opportunities will open for us. And I hope that you take this as a lesson that, you know, there are still so many things that we can do in our life. If this is something that's been taken away from us, another one will replace that and an even bigger.
Yes, that's a lovely message. And I hope Julian is watching to hear the answer, Tracy's answer to your question. And that's it. Those are the questions from the fans. So thank you everyone for sending in all those questions. Keep them coming for our next interviews pa. And now, Tracy, I'll give you a few seconds to breathe because the next segment is going to be the Q&A challenge. So in this segment, we will assume that you're in the final Q&A of Miss World. And we have prepared 10 questions for you, and each one is assigned a number from 1 to
Okay.
10. So we'll ask you to pick three numbers, and we'll give you the corresponding question. So let's assume na may ano ka,
My,
imaginary ball and pipili ka ng number.
You
So
just
the
have to
first
pick a
number,
number.
please.
I pick number.
Okay, number two. Very timely. What is the most important quality that a Miss World should possess?
The most important quality that a Miss World should possess is a good heart. I will always say this time and time again that being a good person definitely will take you to places and will be the most important value that you can carry if you are gonna be Miss World. Because with a good heart, you can do so many things in life. You can touch and uplift lives of many people all over the world. And being Miss World, being or having that responsibility to not just carry yourself, but to carry the people around you, you have to be able to bank on the character and the heart that you have. Because presented with so many opportunities out there, you have to be able to distinguish which ones are good for you and which ones are not.
Very well said.
Hello.
Drew, your mic is mute.
Ay, sorry. Very good. Ang dami kong hanas
Ay,
kanina.
akala ko
Nakamute pala ako. So, Tracy, please pick your second number.
number three, my
Okay,
favorite
number
number.
three. So this was asked in Miss World 2019. Every contestant wants to change the world for the better. How would you change the world for the better?
How would I change the world for the better? It's all about really having the initiative to bring a lot of people with you because there's only so many things that we can do alone, but with a lot of people behind your back and with you in fighting for a cause, may that be fighting poverty, may that be uplifting one another's lives, definitely if you are fighting all together you can achieve even greater things in life. And as a Miss World Philippines and hopefully as a Miss World, I hope that my story, that my background, and that my heart will inspire every single one of us to change the world one at a time, one step at a time.
Yes, I love it. Tama nga naman. Together we stand. Good job, Tracy. And finally, your last number.
My last number, number seven.
Okay, number 7. As more and more people are getting their news through social media, do you think platforms have a responsibility to fact check posts, or will that ultimately suppress free speech?
Definitely, platforms have a responsibility to fact check posts. It does not mean that our freedom of speech is being suppressed. It just means that we are acknowledging the responsibility that we have, the kind of privilege that we have. If we are able to spread that amount of information to a lot of people, it is just right, it's just morally right and morally correct that we see to it that everything that we share on social media, every information is true and is right.
Wow, Tracy is so ready.
Yes,
Wow,
very ready ka na.
very
Pwede,
ready.
pwede, pwede
Alam
na
mo,
lumipad sa Puerto
anytime from
Rico.
now, you can go to Puerto Rico for a competition, and I'm sure you will is the head-to-head challenge.
Yes, excited. Excited na kami for you
Fast track.
to be
Yes.
yes, to be in the head-to-head